Good morning, Ms. Miller.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You have never been on the bubble about your penis worshipping, and good to you for your stick-to-itiveness, for your dedication to being a walking sperm receptacle your entire life.
Stephanie!
What?
Ew.
It's early.
Just congratulating her for. Okay.
People are eating breakfast.
Focus.
Yeah.
Hi. Good morning, Jody.
Good morning.
I like your shirt. I like that top. No one knows the law. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I was thinking too is the report that Rudy Giuliani has faced literally all the time is, you know how you're drinking for two now since I stopped drinking. Maybe Rudy is drinking for Jeanine Pirro. You don't know. Maybe she's taking a pause. You don't know.
Maybe it's possible.
Right. Because you take that seriously along with your penis worship, don't you?
Absolutely.
What? She is a what did the pastor call? She's a Jezebel, like those two white pastors called Kamala Harris, which is not at all misogynistic or racist. Yes, two white pastors called Kamala Harris a Jezebel.
That doesn't seem right.
No.
That's not nice.
Jezebel.
Because they are racist and misogynistic and horrible.
She's married.
Yeah.
That doesn't. Okay, because in case you haven't noticed, she's black. Yes, because that's a slur against, like.
In case you haven't noticed, he's black.
Which refers to an overly sexualized African American. Is it all disrespectful, Jody, to the Vice President of the United States? I'm just wondering what your thoughts are.
Depends on who you talk to, I guess.
Yeah. Remember the signs Joe in the Hoe? That we started before. Yeah, she got into office. So okay. Yes. Oh, it's I don't know how that guy's involved. The Overstock guy, the CEO of Overstock.
He's up there with the CEO of My Pillow as far as Trump worship.
Yeah, they hang out.
Rudy Giuliani gets drunk quite often. This comes from he wrote a blog. He said almost every evening and many early afternoons where he was faced. Okay.
What about after brunch?
I have one dream. Chris and I did not get Kamala Harris in a headdress and roller skates breaking her first tie to Xanadu.
No.
Can we please have the lawyers quit today and have it be drunk Rudy with shoe polish tomorrow, please?
That sounds fun.
With all clarification, it's clearly exculpatory. We need to wrap this up by cocktail hour.
Well, Rudy makes his own bitters. You know, it drips from his head and into his glass.
Yeah, you need that old man bitters.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not bitters.
No.
That's not how you do that.
How do you know what it tastes like, Travis?
That's not how any of this works. That's just not how any of
I
this
just know
works.
that Rudy's sweat is not in any bitters.
Right.
You're not going to wring him out and get some whiskey, but no, that's not bitters.
Jody. Oh,
yes.
So this headline, Senate ready to speed through Trump's second impeachment. Trump's acquittal virtually guaranteed. Both parties are looking to move on and quickly. No.
She says no.
999. No. I don't. Why? Right? They are cognizant of the fact a long trial could eat valuable time on the Senate calendar. I get it about advancing Biden's agenda, etc. But we can walk and chew gum.
Right.
Yes. And this is important.
Yeah, do morning hearings and morning stuff on the legislative business, and then afternoon trial. That's not that difficult.
Yeah.
All right. And better if Rudy is the much more.
Yes, later in the day, the better for Rudy.
Later in the day, Rudy is.
Reports are that he likes a good day drunk.
And then he brings in Howlin at the end of the day to put the star on the Christmas tree.
Looky what he can do! Or she.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I could tell what you were doing there. You were swiveling, Chris. You were going, do I go for the
Like,
big
where is
Sasquatch
Where is
footsteps?
it?
Do I go for the big heavy footsteps? Or do I go for the... I don't know. Okay.
I have so much stuff just like spread out all over.
Grandpa's so much older than the stem cell that normally runs the board. He's like, wait, I have sciatica. I don't do my steps and a bumble.
I've had sciatica since my 20s.
Really?
Since we worked at the Disney Channel building, actually.
Oh, I was just kidding.
Yeah, no.
Is it from swiveling to get sound effects for me in the salt mines for 25 years?
Kinda, yes.
Oh, well then I apologize.
Yes. Work ergonomics did have something to do with it, so.
Sorry about that.
Well,
Oh, that's how you have that carpal tunnel thing too.
yes. Uh-huh.
Jody, it really is like working in a coal mine here. That's what I do.
It is.
Just break them. They're not anything else. They're old and broken. They have
Yeah.
lung disease. They're all canaries, aren't they? This is why we don't listen to Republicans about anything, Jody. So Republicans obviously not, it's all process arguments, not about his guilt because they know he's guilty of sin. But they say the House erred by impeaching Trump quickly without calling any witnesses.
Yeah.
So now,
Mhm.
now I see. Now they're afraid it's going to be too long, and they are going to call witnesses. You can't win.
Right.
No matter what they do, they go, oh, well, it was too fast and they didn't call witnesses. Now they're like, oh, this is taking too long and you can't call witnesses.
Right.
Right? They just there's no consistency to any of their arguments about any of this, right? You've got to let the voters decide. You can't indict him, impeach him, subpoena him while he's in office. You can't, you just have to now the voters decide. Oh, well, now the voters have decided he's out of office. Now it's right? It's insane.
Yeah, it is. It's utterly insane. And like we've said before, he was impeached as a president. Therefore, the trial happens after said indictment. It doesn't matter. It could have been 6 months from now, the trial. It doesn't matter that he's out of office.
Right. The founders did not say treason okay if it's in January.
Right.
I think that there's not like a free pass mark.
It's like we're applied after Labor Day.
Oh, leader. Did I say majority leader? Majority leader Schumer. Who is the majority leader? Who is majority leader Schumer?
The structure we have agreed to is eminently fair. It will allow for the trial to achieve its purpose, truth and accountability. That's what trials are designed to do, to arrive at the truth of a matter and render a verdict.
Joe Lockhart said, to me, victory in the Senate trial is not conviction. It's showing the American people the complicity and moral depravity of today's Republican Party. That should not be hard.
Right.
Yeah. Chuck Schumer.
Following the despicable attack on January the 6th, there must be truth and accountability if we are going to move forward, heal, and bring our country together once again. Sweeping something as momentous as this under the rug brings no healing whatsoever. Let's be clear about that.
Yeah. Exactly. Do we say to any crime victim in the country, Jody, like, oh, just you living in the past. Just move on. Time to heal. Like,
I mean, that's exactly true. And the whole thing with Manafort, I guess double jeopardy is going to apply. I'm sorry, but that's two separate entities. That's like somebody comes in and kills Lonnie and me. My murder gets acquitted, but because he's it's like double jeopardy. You can't try for that murder because you've already tried on this murder. Therefore, the other victim doesn't get.
Now, what's important is who gets the guitars. Is it me?
Yes.
Okay.
Why would you want a guitar? You don't know how to play guitar.
My friend Rob.
He's gonna learn.
Yeah, my friend Rob likes. I have friends that like them. I just give them out willy nilly. Like Jody would want it this way.
It's a parting gift.
Parting gifts, yes.
That was grisly. Why did I focus on that? Okay, Jody. No, I can't wait to talk to Joe Weinbakes about that. It made my head explode.
Yeah.
Paul Manafort. Right.
These are two separate entities. The state is one entity. The federal government is another
So
entity.
they ruled because of his federal pardon, whatever.
That's a federal pardon.
Yeah, he can't be tried on the state level. I think because it's the same crime. We'll ask Jill. I don't know, but it's ridiculous.
Two different entities were harmed.
Yeah.
By the same crime.
I feel like your law and order degree is becoming more useful than we had originally thought.
I was practically pre-law in college, so I was one class shy.
All right, Chuck Schumer, one more.
The forces aligned with the former president are prepared to argue that the trial itself is unconstitutional because Donald Trump is no longer in office, relying on a fringe legal theory that has been roundly debunked by constitutional scholars from across the political spectrum. Just yesterday, another very prominent conservative Republican constitutional lawyer, Chuck Cooper, wrote in the Wall Street Journal that Republicans are dead wrong if they think an impeachment trial of a former president is unconstitutional.
Yeah. By the way, I had not heard this. Notorious B.O.B., Bob. He tweeted, Brian Sicknick was the officer who was killed during the insurrection by Trump supporters. He was beaten to death. Officer Sicknick voted for Trump. Donald Trump did not attend his funeral. Joe Biden did.
Yep.
I just feel like, I don't know, we're down to like decent people or not decent people in this country. Sane people or not sane people. And, I was thinking, Travis, you sent me one story about it. You know, there are these stories about people that are finally coming out of the QAnon rabbit hole and reclaiming their lives. And, you know, you have to understand a lot of these Capitol people were turned in by friends and family.
Yeah.
And while I certainly don't have the same sympathy for the 4 rioters who died in this as I do for Officer Sicknick, who was beaten to death trying to defend against them, I do think they had friends and families, and that's another layer of tragedy. Can you imagine 4 people died for Donald Trump's stupid lie?
One woman was trampled to death.
They died. They showed up for a stupid lie, and now they're dead.
Yeah, and one woman was trampled to death.
Right, which we saw live on camera.
Yeah.
But that's what it seems like. It's just a process of hopefully friends and family pulling these people back to the light, and some of them getting there by themselves. I can't forget where was this woman, but you know, and I think that's the more people like that, Travis, speaking out, right?
Yeah.
You know, she said, Arizona woman. She was the one that went viral. She attacked a face mask display in a local Target.
Right. I remember that. Yeah.
Right. In the name of Donald Trump, she appeared on CNN to talk about how she stopped believing. She said it began. I've heard this before. She began. QAnon was apparently affiliated with some New Age wellness Facebook group she was interested in, and said things quickly spiraled out of control from there. I've told you, like, I have a friend who beans well and believes in that kind of stuff, but also believes in a bunch of crazy conspiracy theories, right?
Yeah.
Including anti-vaxxer stuff. And there's where there's like some kind of rabbit hole that isn't really left or right? Yeah, but she said it started innocently enough, kind of poking around on spirituality and wellness and New Age pages, things that I'm interested in anyway. Then as soon as the algorithm hooked me in, it really took only a matter of weeks until I was in a terrifying echo chamber that really, completely changed the way I think. I really lost all touch with reality. It was the worst day of my life. I was having a complete mental break. And what really happened was I'd fallen down the QAnon rabbit hole and just fell hard and just lost it. Things got so bad, her own husband felt compelled to call the police because he felt that she was a danger to herself. She's since started undergoing trauma therapy. Now she's dedicating herself to helping other QAnon believers come back to reality. Good for her. She said, I really believe the cult, it operates like a cult in every single way. People don't realize they are being consumed by QAnon until it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's like I say, it's like, and I know it's not talked about because I know you tend to go, well,